The Man from New York, John Quinn and His Friends, 1968, a biography penned by American academic Benjamin Lawrence Reid, delves into the life of Irish-American lawyer and art collector John Quinn while examining the influential circle of artists and writers who benefited from his generous patronage. The book received the prestigious 1969 Pulitzer Prize for a biography or autobiography. John Quinn was born in Tiffin, Ohio, in the year 1870. His father, James Quinn, earned a living as a baker, and both James and his wife, Mary, hailed from Ireland. Remarkably, James's parents had also relocated to Tiffin from County Limerick, Ireland, back in 1851, following their son to the United States. Reid meticulously traces the family's ancestral roots in Ireland, emphasizing Quinn's lifelong fascination with Irish culture and politics. During Quinn's infancy, his family moved to the nearby town of Fostoria, Ohio, where he spent his formative years. His academic journey commenced at the University of Michigan, and his intellectual prowess propelled him to Georgetown University Law School. Finally, he continued his education at Harvard, where he obtained a degree in international relations. This period of learning showcased his openness to the wider world, a characteristic that would come to define his passion for art collecting. Following his graduation, Quinn ventured to New York City, embarking on a prosperous legal career. He also actively participated in the political sphere, aligning himself with the influential Tammany Hall organization, dedicated to supporting Irish Catholic candidates in New York City and state politics. With a deep-seated interest in Irish culture, Quinn crossed paths with the renowned Irish poet and playwright W.B. Yeats in 1902. Their meeting marked the inception of a significant patronage relationship, with Quinn providing crucial financial support for Yeats's artistic endeavors. In particular, Quinn played a pivotal role in funding Dublin's Abbey Theatre, established by Yeats in 1904 as a vibrant hub for Irish dramatic literature. When the poet faced financial hardships, Quinn actively encouraged him to visit the United States, facilitating a series of lucrative lecture tours that became Yeats's primary source of income for an extended period. Later, Quinn would extend his support to the renowned poet's father, a skilled painter, ensuring that he could follow his son across the Atlantic and spend his final years in Greenwich Village. Quinn's involvement in the Irish nationalist cause remains somewhat elusive due to limited evidence. Reid suggests that Quinn had ties to the nationalist Roger Casement, a subject covered in another biography by Reid, who was ultimately executed for his role in the 1916 Easter Rising. However, a better documented aspect of Quinn's life was his role as an agent for British intelligence services during World War I. He infiltrated networks of German and Irish Americans who were opposed to British interests. In this capacity, Quinn served as the case officer for a network of agents, overseeing individuals such as the esotericist Aleister Crowley. Crowley posed as an Irish nationalist to infiltrate anti-British groups in the United States. In 1912, Quinn severed ties with Tammany Hall and withdrew from politics entirely after his preferred candidate was overlooked at the Democratic National Convention. Instead, he redirected his focus towards serious art collecting. Quinn enlisted the expertise of the French novelist Henri-Pierre Roche, best known as the author of Jules et Jim, to advise him on the subject of post-impressionism. During Quinn's lifetime, the 1909 Payne-Aldrich Tariff Act discouraged Americans from collecting contemporary European art by imposing import duties on artworks. Quinn vigorously campaigned for the repeal of this act, which was successfully achieved in 1913. In the same year, he and Roche collaborated to organize the 1913 Armory Show, a monumental event that stands as Quinn's most significant contribution to American artistic life. Officially titled the International Exhibition of Modern Art, the Armory Show introduced American audiences to the cutting-edge and contentious movements in European painting. It featured works from Symbolist, Impressionist, Post-Impressionist, Fauvist, Futurist, and Cubist artists. Among the exhibited paintings were Matisse's Blue Nude and Duchamp's Nude Descending a Staircase No. 2, both of which sparked considerable controversy, eliciting both outrage and satire. In 1913, Quinn's legal career reached its zenith when he took on the case of Margaret Keeley, embroiled in a $2 million dispute over her husband's estate. The magnitude of the sum attracted widespread press coverage, and Quinn emerged victorious as the opposing parties, Keeley's nephews and nieces, failed to produce essential witnesses. In addition to his passion for art, Quinn remained a steadfast supporter of avant-garde literature. He provided backing for the novelist Joseph Conrad and acquired several of his manuscripts. During the 1920s, he skillfully combined his literary interests with his legal acumen while defending the editors of the Little Review. These editors had serialized James Joyce's Ulysses, which had been deemed obscene by the U.S. Post Office. The trial became a sensation, with Greenwich villagers packing the courtroom. Ultimately, the review's editors were convicted. Quinn enjoyed a close friendship with the American poet Ezra Pound, and it was through Pound that he crossed paths with T.S. Eliot. Quinn extended both financial and legal assistance to Eliot and, in return, received Eliot's original manuscript for The Waste Land. This manuscript had been presumed lost but was later rediscovered in the New York Public Library. The announcement of its rediscovery was first made in Reid's book. At the age of 54, Quinn succumbed to cancer. Without any heirs, he left instructions for his extensive collection to be auctioned off to collectors worldwide. The auction took place in New York in 1927, featuring works by some of the era's most eminent artists, including paintings by Henri Matisse and Constantine Brancusi. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.